Hi everybody, I'm Captain Floofers. Doing a rando today, a Link to the Past rando today. Greg is not feeling well, and was unable to join me for Final Fantasy Legend, so I just quickly rolled up a rando seed so we can do this. Actually not doing a Triforce hunt today, actually going to be doing a standard Kill Ganon rando, and I am hoping that I don't get screwed with showing up to Ganon's house with like no defensive capabilities and like 3 heart containers or some shit. The stuff that the standard rando people run with. So let me go ahead and flip the auto tracker on. There we go. And yay. So yeah, I haven't done one of these in a little while. I have been doing, I say I have been doing, last week, I think, I did an archipelago with JSR's community. He started doing regular archipelago stuff, and that was fun, and I'm going to be participating in more of those, I think. At the very least, participating in the ones that he's planning on doing, like, with more people. He regularly wants to do them, like, the first Friday of the month, but, like, they apparently do them all the time or something like that. But yeah. So, all this has given me is a blue potion. So, off to a great start. I need to check, before I go too much further, I need to actually check the map. And also get used to the fact that I'm actually still using my Super Game Boy controller. I just flipped it to Super Famicom mode. Just as a quick aside, because if you look at the, you'll see that all of the buttons are on the front. 4 of them are the X and Y, of course, as well as L and R. If it's flipped to Super Game Boy, it actually the 4 that aren't B and A are actually switched to being function buttons, because there are certain functions that can be triggered by pressing certain button combinations on the Super Game Boy, and those button combinations are just like macro to those buttons. So like the R button becomes the window, like bring the window up, like when you push L and R normally. X just does what X does and swaps through the 2 latest color palettes that you selected. Y becomes a speed down button, and L becomes a mute button. And I don't know what the combinations, like the button combinations, are for those. All I know is that they are not normal. I don't know. Like the controller itself is touted as being like one of the only ways to access those kind of button, like those functionality. You know what I mean. But essentially, because I'm using that controller right now, I have to get used to the fact that the L and R buttons are on the front while I play this. It's not like it's a huge deal. I have played rando, or at least Link to the Past rando, with this controller before. And I usually do end up using L and R less as I get more items anyway. Let me just bring up the pinned window for this. I don't think I'll be able to get too far into the basement, but I always do just like to at least try. Maybe the first chest will give me something. I don't know why I always like default going into Hyrule Castle, regardless of if I have a weapon or not. I don't consider bombs to really be weapons, because the kind of what's the word I'm thinking of? Like, I can't control them very well as a weapon. Plus, I need, like, all of my bombs for Kakariko Village coming up soon. that's my next stop. My next stop is usually, like, save and quit to Sanctuary, then check the Aga Ledge, which could be important since I'm not doing a Triforce hunt now. Then Lost Woods checks, then Kakariko, but still. Can I get him in one bomb? Because I need 2 bombs for Kakariko. Yes. Okay, well that didn't help very much, but I at least got a chest in here. So I can check the Sanctuary chest, which also counts toward Hyrule Castle. That just gives me the map, so that's useless. So I still have 5 unique chests in Hyrule Castle. I feel like I'll also be able to properly, you know, mark things on the blue squares now that I'm not doing a Triforce hunt. Because sometimes Triforce pieces show up on those, and they're not markable as Triforce pieces on the tracker for some reason. At least on Emo Tracker. I don't know how this works on other trackers. I think there are other trackers that I know that do keep track of Triforce pieces. But I'm just playing like a regular 7 crystal, like everyone else. Okay. Aga Ledge is not needed. I'm just gonna block that out. So this might not be an Aga Seed, which can save us some time, and that would mean something if you know, kept track of how long it takes me to clear seeds like this. I mean, I don't want to be doing this all night, but like, you know, usually it takes me like an hour and a half, 2 hours for a Triforce hunt. I could see this taking me longer, much longer than that. Especially since I got started a little bit later too. The shield, I guess. Alright, down to Kakariko then. I still got my bombs, and Lord willing, I'll keep them, and that beef won't take them away from me. Just try to use my sword there. I don't have one. Okay, go to Blind's house. Let's go ahead and open that up on here. Loads of money. More money. Oh, more bombs. That's good. Alright, at the very least I can afford whatever bottle guy's selling. But first, I'll go to the well. Hammer. More bombs. I guess the hammer's my weapon for now. As much as I want it to be. And you are more bombs. Let's just keep the bombs equipped for Chicken House at least. Fortunately, I don't have to buy bombs this seed. That's ether. Alright, what you got. You got more bombs. You're just front-loading everything with bombs. I'm not going to be able to have any bombs by the time this is over. Unless I, like, go out of my way to buy bomb ammo increases, because you can do that. You can just spend money and get ammo increases for bombs. I don't even know why I'm going up there. Okay, just getting some money. And then the tavern. You got money. Alright then. Next we'll check the library, see if anything important is on the bookcase. Then I'll do the race, check the dig spot. That's just bombs, I don't need that. Is there a way I can, no, it just has important items on there. Okay. Just be like, grade that out then. Fortunately, even without the sword, it's easy to do this little maze race thing in the allotted time. Just go this way. It's a heart piece. I'll take heart pieces. If I have to fight Ganon, I'll take heart pieces. Just get the shovel out too. While I'm at it. I'm gonna need that in a second. Just gonna swap back to the hammer. I hate using the hammer as a primary weapon. The range is way too short. I know I always go back to talking about this, but like it gives me flashbacks to the first time I tried an inverted seed, where like the light world and dark world are kind of swapped, where you start off in the dark world and you need like the moon pearl and stuff to do stuff in the light world, and like the dark world is like your primary like stuff, I guess you could say. But I had to go to Thieves Town right away, and my only weapon was the hammer, and I had to fight blind with the hammer, and that was not fun. So I hope I get a sword soon, is basically what I'm getting at. Just go in here and heal up. And go down to the swamp. I don't even know if I can really do... I can do Moldworm Cave, but like... how much of a pain in the ass is that going to be? Let me do swamp, like the floodgate first, and then go to Agina's Cave, and then check the desert ledge, and then I'll come back down to Moldworm's Cave. Actually, I have the mirror. Why am I putting up with just moving blocks and I can make them disappear? There we go. So I got that going for me, which is nice. Is this one away? No, it's 3 away. Sword? Another heart container. I won't say no to that. And also I get to go into, what is it? I get to go into GT. I love GT, he lied. check ledge first. More bombs. Get out of my face. Bombs out for this. Block out. Ledge. Sword. Boomerang. Okay. Right, I want to go to my house because it's closer to get to Moldworm's cave from there. The boomerang's not going to do shit, because the boomerang doesn't do shit against anything, I don't think. At least I don't have the blue one. I could try the boomerang against the Moldworms, I don't know. They just stun the Octoroks. That kind of sucks. No, they don't do anything against the Moldworms. Alright. The hammer works, but it, again, kind of sucks. Well, there's 5 checks in here, so it's worth it. Maybe one of them will be the sword. Wouldn't that be nice? Or some dungeon access. Magic rod, or fire rod, rather. Okay. Fire rod's better, but I don't have any magic right now, and I don't want to use it all. Let's check Ice Rod Cave. It's me by myself, there's probably not going to be as much talking, so I might cut a lot of the travel out if I don't say anything for a while. There really isn't much I can think of to talk about. In fairness, Saturdays are work days for me, so I'm usually a little bit tired, and I'm not prone to talking without other people present. Yeah, Ice Rod Cave is a bust. What can I do? I guess I'm diving eastern? I can't really do much in there. I can check Sahasrahla. But yeah, like Sahasrahla and like diving eastern, that's all I can do. But you know what? That's what you do in vanilla. Whoa. Stun everyone with Boomerang on the way, why not? Oh, I could do more of Hyrule Castle as well, since I do have a weapon now, technically. With the hammer. I'll do that when I'm done here. You know, if nothing else comes up. I say Sahasrahla, I mean Sahasrahla's room back here with the 3 checks here. Piece of heart. Oh, there's the lamp. And another blue potion. So I can full clear Hyrule Castle now. But since I'm in the area, it makes more sense to go into Eastern. With the lamp, I can do more in Eastern than I could without it, which is good. The only way I can full clear it is if I had the bow. But I can get, like, everything but, like, whatever Armos is holding on to. And since it's not a crystal... it's not a crystal dungeon, so it's not required that I clear it. I mean, clearing it really doesn't do anything for me anyway, like outside of what possibly might be on Armos. Because it gives me the blue pendant. It doesn't give me the, like, getting the green pendant would give me a... would at least give me a check, but, like... as it is, like... I might not need the bow to get what I need out of here. That's what I'm getting at. Like, if I find, like, all 3 treasures, like, right away, then I'll have gotten what I needed out of here. The flute. The flute's actually very good. So I won't need to keep doing saving and quitting. Oh, I can, since I have the lamp, I can access, Death Mountain. I just saw the green that opened up. And I can full clear, Hera. Which is good, because Hera is required. I sincerely hope that the next treasure I find in here is the last one. Because there's only 3 unique treasures in here. And then I'll get the flute, and then I can just, like... I'll get the flute activated, I should say, in Kakariko, and then I'll just go and do everything I can in, Death Mountain. Drop bombs, that's neat. That's really clean. You got anything for me? Just the big key. So what does the big chest have since I'm going that way? Do you have anything useful? Nope. Do those even give hints for, like, the rando, like what items might be some places? Alright, that's just bombs. That's all of, Eastern is full cleared as far as I'm concerned. Since we don't need to kill Armos. So it's outlived its usefulness. As I hoped it would. Truth be told. Alright, let's activate the flute. Or the ocarina, or whatever you want to call it. And then we'll head, oh, it's under the shuffle. There it is. As is tradition, all rise for the national anthem. Rescue the old man right away. Let me actually get the hammer out here. Maybe the old man will give me the sword. That'll sure make killing Moldorm more tolerable. At the very least. I can also get both the checks up on Spectacle Rock. That's supposed to be Spectacle Rock, right? He'll give me a heart piece, that's fine. Yeah, that is Spectacle Rock. And I think I'll clear Hera. No, I should go for the caves in the east before going to Hera. I always like to get stuff out on the overworld before dungeon diving. So who knows? It might even be a sword. You might know. You know how much we want one of those. It's another heart piece. What's in here? What are you? 10 arrows. Well, I'm not going out of my way for 10 arrows. And I'll be like I'll just be picking up the heart piece just naturally as I come back into the light world. So, that's sorted pretty much. I'll just have to manually take that out. Yeah, let's go east, because, I can do Hera after I'm done getting all these checks done. So I got Spiral Cave, and then Paradox. And Paradox is like 7 checks. And God willing, one of those is a sword. Maybe more defense. I like defense too. I wouldn't mind having a golden armor or red tunic, but like it's for X, it's the gold armor from Mega Man X3. So now it's colored. I wouldn't mind having that prior to, you know, the fight with Ganon or any of the pain in the ass bosses I might have to fight. Which is a lot of them, to be fair. The one arrow, the middle finger itself, big fuck you from the seed. But hey, Paradox Cave. Do I go in this one first? No, actually I go into the bottom cave first, the southern cave entrance first. I hope the Tektites don't kill me, or the fucking rock squirrels. So I have to be on this side of the barrier. I mean, I could probably get rid of that block with the mirror glitch anyway, but whatever. Got some healing. Boots. I like boots. I gotta get rid of some Moldorms too. Boots are not as nice as a sword right now. Bro. Not dying here. No, no, no. No, no, no. Power glove. Money. Titan's mid. Wow. The whole map just lit the fuck up. So just money and both of the gloves. Holy shit. Wow. So hold on. I technically have access to desert because I can go in the back way from the dark world. I can access Mire, I just don't know what I need to, what medallion I need to get in. I can full clear Thieves Town. I mean, before I do anything Dark World related, let's take care of Hera. Just get that out of the way, because I'm gonna need to anyway. And then we can head back down to, you know, off Death Mountain and reassess what we're doing here. Grab that. Oh, there's a sword right there. No, don't uncheck that. Sword. Can I do that right away? I can do that right away, actually. Hold on. This is important. Your call is important to us. Please stay on the line. And ether is needed for Turtle Rock access. Speaking of which, Turtle Rock luckily is not required. And Mire is not required either, but it does have the green pendant. Everything else is crystals, obviously, and then Skullwoods and Swamp Palace have the bomb crystals. Alright, so we have to do Ice Palace, which sucks. We have to do Thieves Town, which sucks. Well, the sucky part of Thieves Town is like everything does load out that damage to you and you have to fight blind. Fighting Mothula is no picnic. But at least I don't have to do Turtle Rock or Mire. Those kind of suck. The only upside to Mire is that it has some of my favorite music in my MSU pack, which is the obviously the Ginza theme from Shin Megami Tensei 1. Let's just get a sword. That's important right now. And then let's just clear Hera before we do anything else. Right, you have Lionels here. I don't want to fuck with that. Let's go in here. Oh, I don't even need my frickin' hammer out anymore. Why am I even bothering with that shit? Let's just call this. We have basement access? No. How many treasures are in here too? There's 2 treasures. The hammer is technically more powerful than the standard sword. Whoa. That's a rocket. Rocket going up. So that'll probably tell you about like what time it is during this part of the recording. If you follow, you know, what goes up at Cape Canaveral. They're a fairly regular occurrence, but they do catch me off guard every now and then. But I'm primarily used to them. I still remember the first time I encountered one. I don't encounter the rockets, but like the first time I felt a rocket go up. I was actually in this room, but it was before I was living here, because my brother lived here with his fiancée at the time, and I was visiting. It was before I moved down. And then just like the whole place started shaking a bit, and I'm like, was that an earthquake? And she's like, no, it's just a rocket. I'm like, oh, okay. And now I've lived here like almost 6 years, so I'm basically used to them now. But like I said, they do catch me off guard. That's money. So either Moldorm, I mean I have to kill Moldorm anyway, but either Moldorm has the other treasure, or the treasure's in the basement, and Moldorm just has the small key. Either way, it's Moldorm time. That's something else that's really different about, you know, Triforce hunts, is that, like, if you get all of the, like, because your only objective is just getting the Triforce pieces. If you get all of the treasures in a dungeon before you beat the boss, you don't have to beat the boss. You can just leave. But Moldorm did have the small key, which means that there's still something in the basement. And it's not the compass, because the compass is down there, so I'm not sure what is down this door, but could be something important. So it's worth a check. A few tricks I know. I know very few glitches and speedrunning tricks. This is one of them. The last time I tried doing a Ganon Seed was, you know, off camera or whatever. And every time I go into Ice Palace, it seems there's always I know where it is now, but there's always this one chest that I always keep forgetting is there. But like, I got stuck in the Ice Palace, and I didn't want to go through loop after loop to get back to where I was, so I ended up trying to do Icebreaker, trying to learn how to do Icebreaker, and I looked up a video on YouTube, because there weren't any text explanations that made sense to me, because it used all kinds of speedrunner lingo that I'm not used to, because I don't speedrun this game. And I looked up a video walkthrough, and it still was not particularly useful for me, so go figure. 3 bottles, which isn't bad. Alright, so let's peek into the Dark World real quick, because I forgot. No, I did. I did that. So let's see what we're gonna do. Let's actually just for brevity, save and quit, go to the sanctuary. Because I can just full heal as well while I'm in here. I actually should have gone to Link's house. No, hold on. Don't go to Link's house yet. Bonk Rocks is here. I can do Bonk Rocks. I can do King's Grave. King's Tomb. Then I'll full clear Hyrule Castle just to get that out of the way. Not counting Aga. I can't get into Aga. Red Shield, okay. Won't say no to shields. I know they're not particularly useful, but I won't say no to them. There we go. Go down here. Okay, Master Sword. Now we can clear Aga if need be. Okay. Oh, Sonic Boom from the rocket. Instead of clearing Hyrule Castle, let's just treat that like a dungeon. No dungeon diving right now. Let's just do more checks around here. Or focus on the ones that are required. Focus on the ones that are required. I can do yeah, let's wrong thing. Let's do desert. Because we can full clear desert and we have to full clear desert anyway. So in order to get in, we just have to go through the back way, which is this way. I'll go into Meyer's Shed on the way. And also look at Meyer. See what I need for the entrance. I need ether for both, actually. I'm not going to go into Meyer right now, because I don't need to. It's not required to go in there, but this is just while we're here. There's just 2 quick checks. Okay, defense, nice. Glad I did that. I guess I could check the other... Check over here. This is Checkerboard Cave. Yeah, Checkerboard Cave. Let's check Checkerboard Cave. Whoop. Never know. Just while we're here. Checkerboard is a heart piece. I'll take the heart piece because I want more survivability against Ganon. Because I am still... There we go. I want survivability for Ganon. What else can I say? I'm still out of practice when it comes to killing Ganon and doing stuff in GT, and I want as much survivability as possible. So I'm not going to snub heart pieces like many people do. Especially before I have 10 heart pieces, or 10 heart containers. So let's go here. Or not. Oh, I guess I gotta just on the side here, where it's thinner. Maybe? Here? Is it here I want? Yes, it's here I want. Okay. Alright, so let's start scouring desert. Let's go to the main area first. There's 2 treasures in here. In the dungeon in general. whether or not we've found both the treasures down here. Then we'll go and fight Landmo afterwards. So here, get this chest. The Igor, that's just the big key. Actually, no, let's get the big chest on the way out. Because we're going to have to come back this way anyway. So let's use our small key and then go this way. Go for the chest in here. Well, the two chests in here, I should say. There's another chest over there. That's money. That counts as one of the treasures. Just the map. Check big chest, and then we'll start going after Landmo, because if there's nothing in the big chest, then Landmo will have the last treasure. Flippers, nice. Nice. Alright. So let's take care of Landmo now so we can get the crystal. Okay, that shouldn't take too long. This way into the second part of the dungeon. Push block. Remember which one of these is the key. It's not that one. I can never remember which of these guys is the key. It's this one. Okay. The keys are always in the same place if they're under pots. Unless you do like key sanity or some shit. Or if you're like in an archipelago with key sanity, then those are checks. Damn it. There's the key. We don't need to light those torches for anything. This key's over here. We don't have to kill the Igor. We just have to light the torches. And it's good that we don't have to kill the Igor because we need the bow to kill it. And this is where Landmo is. I'm much better at fighting Landmo and Link's Awakening, I should say. Damn it. Should probably keep these on standby. I will look at buying more potions soon. Because, still not very good at this game a lot of the time, and I want to make sure that I survive, especially against Ganon. Okay, where else can I full clear? Skullwoods, Thieves Town, and Eastern. I'm gonna need the bow, I think. And Swamp, I need. What do I need for Swamp? I need a hook shot for Swamp. Okay, so first things first. Let's make sure I have potions. I don't want to spend too much money though, because I have enough money. Let's just get one, because I need to check King Zora at some point. I can't be putting that off for eternity. So let's do Thieves Town first, because it's more accessible. There's also other checks around it. And it itself has 4 checks. So first, let's go to the treasure chest game. It's a piece of heart. Go to Sea House. Might as well open the dungeon while we're here. Sea House is here, I believe. Yes. And then cancel the heart container. And then the chicken coop down here. Quake. I don't need Quake for anything, so it's whatever. Alright, let's start the Pokemon music. Oh, there's the bow. So now I can full clear Eastern. I mean Pod. I could full clear Eastern too. But when I was talking about Eastern before, I meant Pod. But I also meant that this time too. I can clear Pod. Big key. I need to go up there. Keep forgetting. So I keep going for that crack in the wall when it's really not necessary. I'm just trying to train myself to not necessarily go with that bug net. Speaking of unnecessary, and even more unnecessary. This is why I hate Thieves Town. At least the blue guys die in one hit. For heals. Oh my god, asshole, stop! Lobbity guys, I don't like them either. Anti-fairies are all over the place here. Conveyor belts are always bad. And then in the rooms coming up, we've got those little super fast lizard dudes that do 3 hearts of damage for literally no reason. Soul here would be not a problem, but like an annoyance. Oh, I forgot to mark the... There's my fort. I forgot to mark the bug net off. That's one of my treasures. I hate these little lizard guys. There's no reason they need to be doing as much damage as they do. Compass. Open that up to fight blind anyway. This way. The red shield doesn't even block those fireballs unless it like just didn't hit the proper part of the hitbox. That's also possible. I really don't want to use my potion before I go to fight blind. That would be very bad. Let's see if I can. Big chest. Just some bombs in there, and then blind has the last treasure. Oh, shit. Shit! Okay. Looks like I am gonna have to use my potion before I fight blind. Maybe I can get some hits in on him before quickly using the potion. Drop bombs. Right, I'm not going to use it right away. Bears are shocking. Let's not talk about that. I don't want to. That's not too bad. Let's do pod. Pod's easy enough. Okay, that's fine. I shouldn't need potions for pod, not with what I have. And if I'm lucky, I will get enough money to get more potions and still, you know, have enough money to be able to buy King Zora's item if need be, and also possibly play the digging minigame if need be. I mean, the digging minigame is only 80, so that's not as big of a deal. It's just that King Zora charges 500 for what he... Oh, I do need to use money to get through here, though. That cost me 10, and then it cost me 100 to get into pod. Alright, well... There's plenty of, like, loads of money drops anyway, I think. Just gotta get lucky. 5 treasures in pod. And Rondo of Blood Music in my copy of the game. Button here, open that. Most of the chests we're going to be finding are keys. So there are a lot of chests here, but 5 of them still have like unique treasures in them, so that's good. Just be prepared for a lot of keys. I usually head down this way. Take the teleporter here, then head south. Don't get hit by the anti-fairies, because they also take away your magic when they hit you, and that sucks. And since I have the bow now, I can get rid of the red mimic too. Here. Not as bad as the conveyor belts in Thieves Town, thankfully. Key. Ooh, there's actually fairies in the room to the right. I might want to take some of those. So let me get rid of... I'm not going to use Good Bee. I'll just get rid of that. So when I said BugNet is useless before, I guess I lied. So now we have basically auto potions. All right, that works. I feel a lot better now. Now that I have a contingency. Hit that first, right? Yes, okay. Hard hat beetles always suck. Before doing anything with that, down this way, we're gonna bomb this bridge. This will open up the way to essentially 3 chests. 3 chests? 2 chests. This is one up here. Probably has another key in it, but... Oh, it actually has a hard piece in it. Okay. Another chest is right here. That's the ice rod. That would be important if we really had to do Turtle Rock. Hopefully that's not going to be important to go in there. So that teleport brings you back into this room. And by going this way, through the locked door, that goes back to this room where we've been. We were just here like 2 seconds ago. I'm not going to take the jump off the bridge this time. Let's this chest, that's a key. Now, we're going to do something about going up these stairs here. So, essentially, do that so we can hit the crystal switch. Going up this way is going to lead to 3 chests total. I don't have the big key, so I won't be able to open one of them. But there's still 2 chests in here. Smaller chests. Who knows, one of them might have the big key in. That just has 10 arrows, so that's useless. You're gonna need the big key eventually anyway. The other chest is down here. Okay, so there's one more. There's no one more treasure left in the dungeon, but we're still not out of chests. Fortunately, there's 3 more. If we go back out this way, not counting the big chest down there. 4. There are 4 actually. That just has a key. There's going to be 2 chests down these stairs. They basically go around and link up with each other again. Alright, that's the last treasure. So I just need the big key and enough keys to get to Helmasaur King. And I can just finish the dungeon. And I'm pretty sure I have the number of small keys needed to get to him. But I do need this to get down here. So, this is the big key? Sure is. I shouldn't need more than 1 small key to get to Helmasaur, I don't think. And if I do, then, you know, then fuck me, I guess. But I'm feeling pretty confident that I can just get to the end. Don't have Cane of Samaria, so just pull or push this guy up. Guy. Way here. Okay. I'm pretty sure between the big chest and Helmasaur King, they have the map and the compass. So I should be good to go for the rest of the dungeon. Yeah, I do need a key for that door, which is fine, because I have one. And we need to start actually getting rid of these turtles, because down here there's like 8 of them. Yeah, something like that. And I actually do need to get rid of these to open the door. Well, at least I got most of my health back from that. So this block, it's this block actually. Alright, let's just kind of... Don't worry about them. Don't worry too much about taking too much damage right now. I have 3 fairies, and I have double defense, so... It'll be quicker when I get silvers, but, like... I can still do this with what I have. Okay, I got this, no problem. Because even if I run out of arrows, I got the sword to work too. So you've got either the map or compass, and then the other one is in the big chest. You get the map. Alright, and that's pod done. And now I can do Skullwoods, and then it's going to be overworld checks for a little while. Unless I get, like, the, the hook shot. Or, what else is required? Yeah, my required ones are, right now, are still Swamp Palace, Skullwoods, and Ice Palace. So yeah, once I have the hook shot, I should be able to get everything. Hopefully, Mothula won't give me too big of a headache. 'Cause I don't like fighting Mothula. When I run out of magic, and I will, it's just gonna be, like, I have to use my sword on him. And if I don't... Because I don't have a really strong sword right now. I should go down this hole first. I'm usually better at dodging things than that. Fire bar. Hold off on that chest for now. Instead, head up here. Get this chest behind the Gibdo. Okay, also gotta keep track of the treasures in here, because there's 2 treasures in Skullwoods. And once I have them both, I can just go on to the boss. Because the back half of Skullwoods, there's like literally nothing in it. Outside of like a couple of keys and the boss. Also, there's Wall Masters here, which are always fun, you lied. So head up here. Oh, I also do need the big key. Can't forget the big key. Speak of the devil. Alright, so I can get to the big chest. Easy way to do that. Come out this entrance. Stop getting hit by these stupid-ass things. That'll help. Fuck's sake. Helmosaur and hard hat beetles in the same place. What a time to be alive. Alright. I hate Skullwoods. More specifically, I hate all of the dungeons like Skullwoods and Forwards, to be perfectly clear. I hate, like, most of the dungeons in this game. There's always, like, some kind of bullshit that always makes it so that I never look forward to doing, like, any of these dungeons. Like, Pod is okay and Swamp Palace is okay. Everything else fucking sucks. Alright, time to go through the second part. Still no treasures. Get to the second part, because this dungeon is fucking stupid. You actually have to go around outside. That's why I gave Skullwoods in general, I gave it, like, 2 different, like, dungeon themes, because, like, the overworld is basically part of the dungeon, too. Oh, yeah. Yeah, give me hearts. Another reason I hate the Dark World as well is because everything is a fucking damage sponge here, and it's fucking annoying. They're like, you know, fucking... like the ogres in Quake. You know how much I love ogres in Quake. Speaking of which, Quake did come out with a new episode. Dawn of the Machine. That came out, like, last week. I played a little bit of it on the Switch. Alright, that's treasure, technically. I probably should... I say should, like, this is, like, an absolute, like, requirement for life, but it might be a good idea to at least do a playthrough on stream, whether it's my original playthrough of it or not. Because, like... I did everything else in Quake, like, fucking 3 years ago. See, I already have a key. I could just, like, avoid doing that shit down there. And just, like... see if Mothula has the other treasure. Because if Mothula has the other treasure, then I can just, like, kill Mothula, get the treasure and the crystal in one go, and then just, like, not worry about coming back in here. And then, like, if I don't get the treasure, then I'll just come back in and just do that anyway. Because I can easily warp back out. Fuck. God damn it. This is the easiest way to kill Gibdos, and, like, I don't have a magic upgrade. And that's all I get to light the torches with. You don't drop magic, do you, asshole? I didn't think so. Let's use the lamp first, because it's less magic intensive, because I do have to use the fire rod for this last one. I can just, like, skip through here. If the game will fucking let me, and then I have to kill the Gibdo here for the fucking key. Or do I? I don't remember. Is the key under a pot, or... No, it's not under a pot. I have to kill the Gibdo. And now, no magic to fight Mothula with. I think one of these actually gives me a full magic refill. No, that's not a full magic refill at all. And that was a whiff because he doesn't get hurt during his animation. Did I hit you with arrows? No. Sword only. Not worried, I have 3 fairies. Just the fucky part with this. The fucky part with this fight. It isn't Mothula himself. It's the fact that I've got a moving floor that changes direction all the time, and these fucking spike traps all over the goddamn place. That's the issue. Because I can't get any goddamn peace. In a fair fight with the boss. See, it's fairy number 2. I don't even think it gives me all of my hearts. I think it just gives me 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Doesn't even give me full hearts back. And in fairness, the only game that did that was Ocarina of Time. Ooh, Cane of Birna. Alright, so I don't have to go back in here, thank God. But I don't have the hookshot still, so... It's time for overworld checks. Before I start dungeon diving. Now, I can just click off Eastern. I don't need to actually clear that for anything. I mean, it says it gives me the I just clicked it off, so I'm not going to look at doing Eastern, but I haven't killed Armos. All right, where should I start? Let's get the water stuff out of the way, like the Lake Hylia stuff. Let's get that out of the way. By Lake Hylia stuff, I mean like everything at Lake Hylia, which is like 2 checks. I can check what's on the island, and I can check the guy under the bridge. And then I can take the warp to go up to the northeast and get the waterfall and Zora checks. Just to, you know, get that out of the way before I'm poor and can't afford Zora's check. And then from there I can just, you know, get 5 more bucks and then play the, Ooh, that's a decent amount of money, actually. I'll make sure to get that, actually. Once the time comes and I'm, you know, in the area in the Dark World. So that'll probably be what I need to at least get, like, a potion of some description. Or what you got? 50 bucks. Alright. It'll help soothe the sting of inevitable disappointment when I spend 500 bucks on Zora. Zora almost never gives you anything good, but because it's a randomizer and you don't know what you're going to get, like, it's still... like, he just has a... It's not guaranteed he's going to give you something bad, but, like, he has a track record of doing so. And I'm not looking forward to seeing what he's going to give me, because he's going to give me... I've seen him give me, like, a green rupee one time. Okay, 50 bucks. 20 bucks. Just preparing me with all the money. Still felt like a... kind of a waste there. I'm looking specifically for the hook shot. I don't particularly need a hook shot, or I'll just grab that and get to it. Again, it'll help take the sting away a little bit. The Cane of Samaria might be helpful, but I don't think it's required for anything. You know, outside of Mire and 10 arrows. But I got the check out of the way. Catfish also never gives you anything good. It always has a track record of giving you bad things, but at least Catfish doesn't charge you for his wares. Like, I have coin, but, like, I don't want wares from that Khajiit. Oh, it rechecked off the Eastern Palace, or the Armos check. I'll just leave it off then. Just don't go to. Just make sure not to go to Eastern Palace. There's no reason to. Okay, where to next? I might as well do my my grand tour in the Dark World. It's like I already did like the Thieves Town part of it. But the Grand Tour is going to lead me to, well, honestly, also the Frog and the Blacksmith. The Frog Blacksmith thing. But the digging minigame, Stumpy, Cave 45, Hype Cave, I'll take a detour for the money on that island, but then, like, from there, it's, Pyramid Check, and then Catfish. I might as well get the Blacksmith out of the way, because I just have to go right up here and then come right back. I'll hold off on the chest for now, because the chest isn't going to let me go into places like K45. Oh, also pegs. I can do pegs while I'm here. So hopefully this will give me something good like the hook shot. Hook shot! Piece of heart, okay. Pegs is gonna yield. Let me actually equip the hammer. I can do my... There we go. I love doing that. Just a little... There we go. It's a little harder to pull off with this controller, evidently. I think I got it. I got all the important ones. Alright, I'll take a heart container. Alright. Then, yeah, the chest is up there. I'll leave that there for now. I'll come back for that. Later. But for now... digging minigame, which costs 80 bucks. Now that said, if I really need money, I can try to farm the treasure chest game for money, like I do in vanilla. But like, I don't think I want to devote that kind of time to farming. Let's just hope I don't need money. Actually, I think I've done everything that needs money. If I get the Super Bomb at some point, which I can do once I get Swamp Palace done, that costs 100. But like, I think I'm good on just, you know, saving my money for the potions now. That might not be a bad idea, considering I wasted 2 of my fairies on fucking Mothula. Oh! Won't say no to Tempered Sword. Alright. That will help immensely. That's one of the things, like going into Ganon, I don't want anything weaker than the Tempered Sword. So I am thankful that I picked that up. Oh, Stumpy. Check Stumpy. It's important. Stumpy could have the hook shot, or like the golden sword, or the red tunic, or Those are two things I also want. He has 20 bucks. I should play Terranigma again at some point. It's been a few years. That's what I can do. I can play all like I can play the Quintet Soul Blazer trilogy on here at some point. And I mean, in honesty, I have been wanting to focus a little bit more on games I haven't beaten yet, but like, that's why we're doing Final Fantasy Legend for one thing. That's a game I haven't beaten yet. There's Hookshot. And a lot of money. Alright, well, what does that mean? We're in go mode now. I'll see. Let's finish Swamp Palace. Let's do Swamp Palace since we're in the area. Swamp Palace has 7 treasures in it, by the way. But I think this might be go mode. Just, prepare for a lot of resets at Ganon, because I'm not buying potions more than once. For Ganon's sake. I'll have to do what I did with the Archipelago, and, just when I die to Ganon or fuck up Royal, just reset the game and go in there with fresh potions and shit. Alright, so... can also be really hard to fuck up. Really easy to fuck up Swamp Cave, or Swamp Palace, because there's a couple things that you have to get right away, or else you can't get them. Now that chest is always a key, because you need a key to get in. This is the map. There should be a chest down here, I believe. Key, rather. That's always a key as well. Before we move on to the left, we have to make sure to go up here, because there's a key down here. If you don't get that key, this area becomes flooded and you can't go back for it, and you fucked everything up and have to leave and come back in to unflood everything again. I think is that open? It sure does. I don't think this does anything particularly important, but... no, it sure doesn't. You can get your bomb back, though. So... knock these guys down. Flood that, so you can swim. Get up here. Now, I don't have the big key yet, so I can't get the big chest. So we are going to have to waffle around a bit until we can find the big key. I think this is actually one of the ones where the big chest is not required, or the big key rather. So there's always the chance that the big chest could have the big key inside if it's not required. There is a chest here. Gives us money. There's actually 6 treasures in here. I was mistaken. Not 7. Before I head this way, I think I'm gonna go up here. Oh no, I don't have a key. Is there a key in one of these skulls? I think it's that one, on the very, very right. Yep, okay. But either way, I'm pretty sure going through this door is important. That'll open this up. I guess it's not really that important. Either way, there's another key down here that you need, that you can accidentally flood over. And then... just trap this spike trap in there. Then we flood. We do want to make sure that these blue boxes are up. They're going to be... they are going to... I mean... Again, I don't really need the... Oh yeah, I do need the door. Go through the door so I can actually do that in the first place. I can't think of words sometimes. Okay. Anyway, we do want to make sure that these blue boxes, the blue blocks, are still up. Because the red blocks being down is going to make things a lot easier for the next few checks. And again, I'm still not saying no to more upgrades, including pieces of heart, because I want, honestly, as much going into Ganon as possible. So we start off by going down this way. There's a chest here. Has some money in it. Then, we use our hook shot to go over here. And because the red blocks are down, just go right to this chest. I'll also pick up money for potions. That is another piece of heart. Okay. Now we go back to the room with the big chest and head north from there. Because the big chest is normally where the hook shot is, and we have the hook shot. It is very possible that there is no treasure in there. We'll know if we see the big key later. But for right now, let's not worry about it. We have our small key. We can go in through here. Now there is a switch. Push the statue up here since we don't have the cane of Samaria right now. We have the cane of beer now. That doesn't help with holding down switches. We go through this middle door. And down here. This will allow us to drain. I know that there are ways that you can bypass all of this with a glitch. I don't know how to do it. So the speedrunners are privy to that information. I am not. Okay, there is the big key. Let's just see what's in the big chest, since we're still kind of in the area. I did not say go back down the stairs. Alright. I don't know if I was holding the D-pad direction down weird or something like that, and it just re-triggered the stairs, but, like, whatever. 10 arrows. Worth it! Oh, not go mode. We still need silvers. I know that you can technically kill Ganon without silvers. I'm not doing that, because I don't know how. And I'm not one of the people who knows how. I'm not a you know, speedrunners basically do that kind of stuff. Again, I'm not one of those. Not for this game. The only game of speedrun is Astro Rabby on the Game Boy. Check that out. That's on the channel. Currently 3rd place of 3 on the leaderboards. Alright, so that's all of the treasures. We can just go right to Argus. So we do have to get that skull, whatever, here, because that has a key. And we need this small key to get to where Argus is. Argus is easy. Just take his rocks away from him, destroy them. And then once you destroy all the rocks, he'll start going all over the place. And then you can just hit him and kill him after enough hits. I think they brought Argus back from Majora's Mask. I think they called him Wart for some reason in the English version. I don't know. It's kind of like when in Zelda 2 when they called Volvagia Barba, but then like called him Volvagia again in like subsequent games like Ocarina of Time and Echoes of Wisdom. But then like for Argus, they changed his name in the English version of Majora's Mask. I don't know, kind of weird. Alright. So now if we really want to, we can get the Super Bomb. Get the Super Bomb check, but I'm not going to worry about that because we can go clear Ice Palace. I might want to get potions first, though. Maybe, like... I still have a fairy, so maybe, like, a red potion and a green potion will work. I don't want me to eat my shield. I like my shield. Alright, here's the island where the $100 is. And I can just scoot up here. Get a free heal. That'll do. I want the green potion in case I run out of magic. I know the blue magic... I know the blue potion can cure both, but, like, if I'm in a position where it's either one or the other, I don't necessarily want to waste a both solution. I'll have blue potions going into Ganon. But... you know, before that, I'd rather just have, you know, red and green. So we're still looking for silvers. But this is the last crystal. This has more Terra Enigma music. Now, I just gotta remember, there is a chest in here that I always forget. Don't want to forget it this time. Because the last time I got stuck on a Ganon seed was because I didn't know that chest was there. And it had the thing that I needed for progression in it. I assume. It wasn't until much, much later that I, like, when I was watching somebody else play that I realized, oh, right, that chest is there, isn't it? We don't have bombs, so we have to kill these guys the old-fashioned way. Another heart container, very nice. Here. Then go back, because I can't go forward, because I need If I'm going that way, that's basically just like a way if you're going back through this way. Otherwise, like, you need to be able to know how to do Icebreaker, and I do not have the patience to learn how to do frame-perfect shit. So we're going to kill some. Also, we're probably going to need to... because we don't have Samaria. So we got to go into toward Cold Steer like the vanilla way, which is going to suck too. But it is what it is. Alright, here... this place kind of sucks. Has a key that I need. Go down there. Leave that crystal switch alone. Because that raises those blocks. And I don't do bomb jumps and shit, because I don't know that. Alright, this. Magic if you need it. That button on the floor will open up the door again if you need to go back. So now we're here. We've got to kill these penguins. Don't go up north, that's a trap. Should probably put the fire rod going down this way. Make sure the fire bar. Nope. Going downstairs is hard. There we go. Here is the room. I keep forgetting that there is a chest in here. You have to kill 2 of these guys. And a chest appears. And that's silvers. So that's go mode. So we'll go straight to GT once we're done here. I don't even know why I'm blowing that open. I don't have the big key to open that. Now I gotta remember what the trick here is. For doing this shit fucking vanilla. Because I usually have Samaria here. And I can just go down there and hit the button, hold the button down, without having to, you know, make sure that the crystal switch is in the proper position and then drop the block down the pit. It's all quite infuriating. And that's why I hate the Ice Palace. That's the reason I hate the Ice Palace. It's because of the convoluted puzzle near the end. There is a reason why a lot of, walkthroughs for the vanilla game urge you to go to Mire, sequence break a little bit, get Samaria before coming back here. I know going through that door leads back down to the big key, the big chest room. You don't give me anything, do you? No, you do not. You do a Vanilla Ice reference. Maybe Samaria is still in here. That would be neat if Samaria was in here. Let's bring up the key. And this door leads to the four-way intersection with the big spike trap. I don't know if I want to go that way or not. Probably don't. I believe there's a chest in here. Because there is a button for opening the door. There's a button and killing the Stalfos. One of them opens the door. I believe the other one gives you a chest. Let me see. Or it might just be the key I was thinking of. I don't know. Yeah, killing the Stalfos didn't do anything. You have to pull this to get the door open. There's the chest. Okay. What are you? You're the compass. You're useless to me. Alright. Here's the last chest, I think. Outside of the big chest. Okay. We need the big key to exit anyway. Now we're back here. No, no anti-fairies. No. 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 The fun part about anti-fairies is that you can't get rid of them without magic powder, which I haven't found yet. And not only does magic powder take magic to use, but as you've seen, just witnessed just now, the anti-fairies also take your magic away. Alright, now I'm going to have to be clever, I think, with crystal switches. In order to get to the end, essentially. Because I need the position to be swapped from what I'm normally at in order to get, you know, to push the block down. And I haven't done that vanilla in years. I think the last time I even remember doing that was when we did our Let's Play of A Link to the Past in, like, 2017. So, it's been a while. And I'm going to die. There's got to be a way to trigger this switch. Because the problem is, I need the blocks to be up. Or to be down in order to get past this. And unless I do a bomb jump, which I can't, I don't have the speedrun know-how to do that. I can't get past that unless I, like, get a lucky throw on a bomb and make it so that the conveyor belt floor takes the bomb to its intended destination before it explodes, and that the bomb is in the right position to hit the crystal switch after I've passed by the blocks. If I can pull that off, yeah, because that's not even a possibility, considering the fact that once the bomb despawns from the fucking screen, it doesn't explode anyway. So, alright, that just opens the door. I can't believe I have to do this vanilla now. I don't think I really have the time to go looking for the Cane of Samaria. You know, I have plenty of keys. There might be... Is there a crystal switch this way? And then I can loop forward again? No, this is the way forward through the loop more. Which way was the way I wanted to go? I think, is it this way? Is this way? Backwards. No, this is also forwards. What the fuck? No, the other way was the other way was backwards. The other way was the way I wanted to be. Okay. Because I normally come from the other staircase. Or from the upper door. And I can't go that way because the door automatically locks. Okay. Neat. And there isn't a crystal switch on the way. I don't remember how to do this. Down the stairs, you fucking muppet. Okay. All right, let's open the big key for door, or the big chest for posterity here. Because this is literally the only way I can go. It's just the map. Should have known. I guess Cold Stair has the last treasure. Yeah, I need... Like, I can go through that upper door. I need the crystal switch blocks to be reversed. Actually, I think there's a crystal switch down there. I can come back up and then loop around without hitting it again. Let's try. Let's try. Yeah, because I have the keys to get through. Why am I afraid of dying? I have a fairy. And I do indeed have the key to hit this. Okay. Alright, everything's coming together. Turn off Dr. Light. There we go. Everything's coming together. The last time I played this game vanilla was the Game Boy Advance version, and they actually changed this entire puzzle to not be dumb. Actually, I can fall down here and get heals. I believe this leads to a fairy. Yeah. That's nice. Okay. Alright, so I am 90% sure I can loop back around and come back out the left side without hitting another crystal switch. Pretty sure. 90%. That's a pretty large percent. I really don't want to have to start wasting my magic on the Cane of Birna just to get through here, by the way. Damn it. This should lead me back here. Actually, yes. This is where I want to be. So I can open the door with that switch. This leads me back to the drop into the room. Okay, yeah, okay. We're good. I think it's that block I need. Perfect. Alright. Didn't have to look it up. That's a win in my book. Also, I got all my magic back, which is nice. Are these heals down here? Can I hit the Baris without them shocking me, please? I just want them out of the way. It's nice that they drop bombs for me when I don't need them. I guess. Whoa. That's a lot of berries. They're also dropping bombs when I don't need them. Lots of bombs, in fact. It's an 8 bomb right there. That did not have heals. That just opens the door. Does this give me anything? No, it gives me nothing, actually. Absolutely nothing. Alright, I still have the fairy. I still have a red potion and a green potion if I need to use that. And I have plenty of money to buy more potions. That's good because I'd like to use the fire rod to get rid of cold stare. Well, this wasn't necessarily going to work out that way, I suppose. Oh wow, that was really cutting it close. But I still got my fairy, and that was indeed the other treasure. It was just bombs. Here's hoping that GT is not going to be a pain in the ass. And I got the Dragon Quest music playing, because I got all 7 crystals. If I get all 3 pendants, then the Light World Overworld music changes to, what was it? The second Overworld music from, Final Fantasy Adventure. Or Adventures of Mana, specifically. I used, Adventures of Mana music for anything that I used for Final Fantasy Adventure. But yeah, I set it up so that there's special music for when you get all the pendants and all the, crystals. Which is kinda neat. Neat that it's an option. I mean, it's neat that it's an option that you can do separate music for every single, palace and boss fight, when you consider that there were only 2, well, technically 3 dungeon themes if you count Hyrule Castle. But then, like, there was like only the 1 boss theme. More if you count Ganon. Obviously, there's 1 more if you count Ganon, but I don't think I've ever. Oh, I didn't want to go in there anyway. I wanted to go to fucking GT. That's the wrong T. T is in tower. I just gotta go back to the Turtle Rock portal, I guess. Open that shit up. Shit. So I didn't get another green potion, but that's okay. I don't think I should need it. I don't think there's anything particularly magic intensive. I mean, there's a couple of, like, light the torch puzzles that are always fun, but, like, I don't need magic for Aghanim. Fucking Lionel's out of the way. I just want to make sure that I have, like, proper potions going into the Ganon fight, at least. I thought this was going to take a lot longer, I'll be completely honest with you. Alright, so let's check right side first, I think. Has an easy to... yeah, some easy chests. We're basically looking for the big key. I don't even know if I should bother, like, checking off treasures inside the dungeon. Because we're at the end, basically. I feel a little unequipped, in all honesty. I do wish I had the red armor, but... yeah, what are you gonna do? key. But once we find the big key down here, the big key is always down here. I think you need the big key to just access the tower anyway. You can just like go straight to the end. It's just that there are like 27 checks, like including like other keys and stuff. I'm just clicking the unique checks for posterity at this point. I got the magic powder. And money. Alright, I gotta kill the Stalfos. And these guys are gonna shoot whenever I attack. Alright. Check the fire bar room for Johnny. No. If you know, you know. Alright, so let's bomb that. To get through here. Oh, this is much easier with Kane. With Samaria. Alright, that worked. Nope, that sucks. That sucks a lot. Alright, heart sucks a little less. Whoa. Don't like these. And here. Big key. 300 rupees. Alright, definitely got plenty for potions when the time comes to get them. Here, I think this is a bombable wall that leads to more checks. Let's try. So this is how much I know about Ganon's Tower. I very rarely do it because I've run so many goddamn Triforce hunts that I very rarely come over here. I mean, I've said it. If I said it before, I've said it 100 times. Like, when it comes to Triforce hunts, it's like always like the same group of dungeons, it seems, that you go to. That are the required ones to go to for the Triforce pieces. And it's always like Eastern, Pod, Thieves Town, and to a lesser extent like Skull Woods, Swamp Palace, Mire. But because you reach your goal when you get all the Triforce pieces, you almost never come up here. This is it. No, it's not. How am I getting lost in this tiny teleport maze? Do I have to go down here? Is this it? This is it. That's right. Go down. Oh, I guess I can just kill you in one hit. That works too. For you. Arrows. I don't need arrows. I need the big key. Am I gonna have to fight like the mini bosses here? Do I have to like refight? I mean, I say refight Armos. I didn't fight them the first time, but like I have to fight Armos and fucking Lanmo here. Am I literally gonna have to do that? I'll use this once because I just need a reminder on how these are set up. Okay. do. Alright. Let's get that out of the way. Bombos, as if I'm going to need that. I guess nothing is forbidden anymore. Alright, let's fight Armos anyway. At least with the silvers, you can, like, kill them all in one hit. Each. I think you go north from here? Yeah, there's 3 checks here. Bombs, arrows. There's the big key. Alright, we're out of the basement. And then we got the tower. The tower is kind of its own monster. Okay, good. I can't shoot through those. I just want to be careful. Kill him because I'm not close. Is that what's going on here? Oh well. Damn it. Damn it. That did not need to happen that way. That's not what I wanted. There we go. Alright, now I want to use... Fuck. There we go. Mimics are everywhere. Alright, that's why we need the big key, so we can go further. Not get crowded by the Igors. See if we can, like, survive, like, super basic shit like this. I always go down here. Secret door. There's some fairies in here. Speaking of which, let's just take one, then use the other one to heal up. And there's a magic refill, and I think ammo of some kind? Yeah, bomb did make up for the fact that you used one. We've got a few rooms with these crocodile guys and some Stalfos. And of course, they're going to gradually add Beamos and ice floors. because why not add terrible things as you go? It sucks enough that BMOS are always terrible, and like this is like one of the few games you can actually do anything about them. It just kind of like adds to it. Like, sure, if I had the mirror shield, like I could at least block their beams, but like I don't have such a luxury at this juncture. I just have a red shield. Right, that's fairy 1 down. I still think I have a fairy, or... Yeah, I have a fairy and a red potion. So hopefully I won't be using either on the way to Aghanim. Aghanim is easy. I don't feel like being Dr. Light right now. Alright, then I gotta take care of Landmo. So when I was complaining about Landmo, or potentially fighting Landmo earlier, I forgot that it's not... Landmo and Moldorm are mandatory fights. It's Armos that isn't necessarily. I mean, in my case he was, because he was guarding the big key, but still. Also note that there are different things making the fights harder. In Armos' case, they added ice floors, and in Landmo's case, they added this asshole down here to shoot at you. And then for Moldorm, it's just like the platform is like a fucking stupid-ass shape that's hard to navigate on. And of course, unlike most games, these assholes keep firing at you, even when you've completed your objective in the room. There's some Stalfos, or not Stalfos, Wizrobes I have to kill in here. There's fairy number 2. Right, this has a fucking ether floor. I really don't want to have to keep fucking casting this every 2 seconds to know where I'm going. Again, this is easier if you have the Cane of Samaria, because you can kill them all in one hit. In like one use of the Cane of Samaria, but I don't have that. I never thought I would be like missing the Cane of Samaria. And I have to kill these guys too. I'll just use arrows on them. Because I don't feel like interacting with the spike trap right now. Again, we can take things slow. I don't need to do everything the same way that the speedrunners do it. I have quite a few friends who speedrun this rando. And I see how they do things, but like, I don't have that kind of training or skill. And I'm not timing myself. I don't have the magic to do this. Shit. Oh god, there should be a magic refill here. Tiny one, of course. I forget how they handle this. This one they usually shoot last on the way out. I think I could, like, lamp the far right one. Because the problem is the fire bar is going clockwise. If it's going counterclockwise, I could do this easy, but like... I could lamp the right one, fire rod the one to the north, then lamp the left one on my way out, and then fire rod the south one. I don't know if I have the magic to pull that off, though, is the problem. Alright, I have to use the potion now. Fucking Christ. Can't even stand and plan things without taking fucking 5 billion damage. Alright. Boom. 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 And then... Okay. Now the problem is, I have to do another... That was the door shutting behind me. Okay, I just got full magic here, but... I have to do another... Fire rod, light all the torches shit. Upstairs. While the fucking wall... Or not the wall, the floor is collapsing under me. And I can't remember what the layout's like. Because of course there's fucking fireball traps. I need to remember how the, I think I have to go... kind of clockwise, starting from the bottom right. If I'm going to pull this off. And then fire rod the last one. Not whiff any of my shots. Okay. Alright, hard part's over. Ooh. Water sword. That's fantastic, actually. That's the best sword. But yeah, the hard part of the, all the hard puzzles are done. And now it's just like a... There's still some, like, stupid little things here and there, but it's basically just a walk to Aghanim now. I don't even need these small keys. Like, I picked up extra small keys. I do have to take care of Moldorm, but Moldorm, like, if he knocks you down in the pit, it doesn't kill you. You just have to start loading the Moldorm battle over. Now, if only he'd get away from the corner I need to jump down. That'd be fantastic. Alright, now I gotta teleport back up. Ooh. Can I grab that? Yes. Alright. I forgot Wizrobes show up down there, too. There isn't a teleporter, it's a staircase, that's fine. I know what I meant. Okay. That's fine. Then a chest shows up and a hook shot to it. And then it's just straight on to Aghanim from here. Not factor in the ice floors bumpers hitting into spikes. Okay. Alright, now it's easy. Now it's all easy from here. It's over. I'm gonna fail my trick test, but I don't care. Alright, now, before I actually fight Ganon, I'm going to stock up on potions. Because I got the money. I'm going to make a nice save. And then, if for any reason I lose to Ganon, if I fuck up, if I fall, I will reset, so I don't have to reuse those potions. I don't have to lose those potions. While I'm here, though, let's check some of these spots here. Maybe I can get the... That's the mushroom. That's a check. Like, I'll still, like, on the way out, just, do a couple of these checks. Maybe I'll still get the red tunic. That'd be nice. Nope, stuck in the wall. Because it can't just be clear. Alright. Potion shop's just, one of these away. I can talk to the dude for a free heal. I have 3 bottles, okay. I will take... Should I just go for all blue? Yeah, let's go for all blue. I have the money. I'm not going to spend the money again. And while we're here... Let's just see what this gives us. That's right, it's inside. Okay, I'm not gonna say no to an extra heart container. That's just gonna help me out that much more. Alright. Actually, no, I want to start off in the sanctuary because that's a full heal. And then I can fly to Link's house. Alright, so... So kind of like what I did with Archipelago, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to show my first Ganon fight. If I die during the Ganon fight, then I'll start doing resets, and then I'll just show you my finish run. I forgot, I didn't fight Aghanim, Light World Aghanim, and I don't feel like doing that, so I have to actually work to the Dark World. And I didn't beat Aghanim, so the gate, the castle gate, is not the Dark World portal. I think the nearest one is in the swamp just over here. Just gotta make sure that the asshole doesn't take my shield on the other side. That guy. It's happened before. I have video evidence of that happening. When Greg wasn't looking, that took its shield. Alright. I think I actually have to go up the bridge and around from the east. Okay. I just don't want to get hit too much on the way, but yeah. If I die on the first attempt, then I will just cut to whatever attempt is my successful one. I don't foresee too many problems because I have the golden sword. I was really lucky to find that when I did. But anything can happen. what kind of sword did I have when doing Archipelago? Maybe not this one? I think I had the Master Sword, actually. I'll probably start using this. I don't have half magic. Stop! Sir! 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 Like I said, anything can happen. Oh man, if that was like 1 frame earlier. Honestly, I didn't use any potions, so I'll just continue from here, but I'll... If this isn't my successful attempt, then I'll just, I'll just go in for this. No, I don't have any. I'll reset anyway. It's fine. It's fine. Anyway, if this next one is not my successful attempt, then I'll just cut here. So, potentially, 2 seconds. Well, actually, yes, 2 seconds, because I'm not going to show the travel over there. Alright, I was hoping not to take any damage on the way over, but here's attempt number 2. Let me swap to the Cane of Berna. Hate the bats. Oh. The bats really remind me of when I was going for retro achievements in Link's Awakening Deluxe, and I had to do the final, all the phases of the final encounter damageless. And the Ganon form was kind of a hold-up spot for that. I think we're almost to Torch Phase. Yes, Torch Phase. Okay. Oh. That magic. I got him, though. Nice. Only second try. That's not too bad. But we did. We beat a Ganon Seed. On camera. That wasn't Archipelago. You know what I mean. Hey, game? Alright, cool. What does the ending say? OMG. That's it? Okay, cool. Alright, let's quickly go through the credits and all that to see our final stats. I didn't see it pop up on the thingamadoo, on the tracker. It does pop up on the tracker when you win, if you're auto-tracking like I am, but I missed it, so get to see a final time. Not counting my first Ganon attempt. I think that's the only part that's not going to be counted, because I did reload one time. And even though it was like, even then it was like maybe like 2 or 3 minutes. I don't have like a live split to count or anything going. Like I mean, I have like the live split thing, like the timer program, but like it's not on, and I don't have it on screen. I wouldn't have it on screen anyway because I put my tracker on screen for you. This was a decent seed, I think. Surprised I did as well as I did without having like half magic or Cane of Samaria, I guess. I mean, I'm not too surprised at pedestal just bombs. I'm not too surprised at, you know, being able to beat it with just the gold tunic, or the blue tunic, because I've done it before. But I also had like 15 heart containers, so that helped as well. I was just, you know, I'm happy that I didn't have just the Master Sword going in, because that would have been way too much of a pain in the ass, as seen in Archipelago. So just gonna mash my X button here, well, hold the X button down, see what this gets me. I mean, it gets me my stats eventually. But yeah, pretty proud of, like, doing this in the way that I did, too, because I would have gone through a lot more checks if I was going to, if I didn't, like, say, oh, this is a required dungeon, and I can clear it now, I'll just go clear that now. I wouldn't have done that normally. I would have just gone and still gotten done with as many overworld checks as possible. I still didn't clear out Hyrule Castle. Like, I didn't do, like, the purple chest. Just for shits and giggles, I'm gonna check the spoiler log here. It's 2.5 hours, actually. That's not... I mean, plus a few minutes for the first Ganon attempt, but... what am I looking for? Where was the half magic? I'm just curious. Half magic. Light World... I actually kept the website up with the spoiler log on it. Half magic. Was on Bombos, so I couldn't have gotten that anyway. I didn't have the book. What about Kane? Are these or are these not in alphabetical order? Come on, what are we doing here? Cane of Samaria. Light World... Not Light World, Dark World. Super Bunny Cave. Okay. I didn't even think to go to Super Bunny Cave, because other stuff popped up before I had a chance to, but either way, that's going to be it for me. For this particular video, so hopefully next time we'll be able to continue with Final Fantasy Legend. I don't want all that grinding to have gone to waste, but until then, I've been Captain Floofers, and I'll be here next time. Join me, won't you?